And we back up in this thing. You know what it is, Roast This. The show where we go to fuck off about topics. We roast each other. And then, you know what? Sometimes we just fucking ignorant. For example, today, I want to bring in my brother, my friend. This brother here, man, you know, he's from Cobb County. Some of y'all might know him as the side tooth assassin.
Damn,
some of you might know him as the background salesman of the year. Henceforth, this nigga has Medea does a country western in his background.
Hey, shout out to this. Hey, shout out to Brandon Scott. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to Brandon Scott, man. You see this ugly ass nigga, man. But hey, good dude, good channel. You know what I'm saying? We gonna get more into that. But go ahead. Hey,
have you noticed they don't ask nobody else to do that shit? They be coming to B. Lou like, B. Lou, I got my own cereal coming out. It's called, hey, listen, it's called Lester-Rose. Now listen, I know what you're thinking, right? You want Mo Lester, but that ain't how we looking at it.
Hey, man.
Hey, but if you out there watching, you too can have your brand in the back of my goddamn backdrop. But go ahead, fella, go ahead.
Hey, and down over here on the side, man. My brother here, man, straight from the Motor City. This man is a straight mayhem out here causing problems, man. CP, comedian CP up in this thing. My frat brother, shout out to the noobs up in this thing. Hey, man, how you feeling, big dog?
Man, I'm feeling good. How you feeling, man? How you feeling, man?
How you feeling, Billy Rona Sorrells?
Yeah, I'm about to say, Billy.
Well, let me tell you.
Let
me tell you how I'm feeling.
Tenderona.
I ate that Rona right on up. It is gone.
Yeah.
Oh, it's gone?
It's gone?
I am Corona negative. Now, I want you to know, you are witnessing a genetic abnormality. You're looking at one of the few thousands of people in this country who has had all three viruses of the version of the coronavirus.
What you mean? Oh, it's
I tell you right now. So you know what that means, B-Lou? That means that heroin and coke cure it. So, you know, right now, you can tell that right now. You know what I'm saying?
Hey, look. I told y'all. Y'all talking about, look. Look at that. That's how I was up in him. Like, hey. That's why he doing all this shit. The Roman was up in there.
Hey, and you know what's funny is my daughter gonna try and sneak her ass in here and hide in the background and shit. Look at that ass over there. Look. You see?
Who was that, Blair?
Blair over here trying to hide. What's up, Blair? We're trying to hide your ass in the background. We see you.
What's up, Blair? Your daddy is a scientific miracle. He know the solution. he like, man, look, get you 2 8-balls, a blanket, some honey,
$40, and go down Fig and get some dick. That's a solution. No.
Hey, take that first 8-ball and boil it, right? Now look, now that's your base. Now next thing you
he said that's your base. Fuck you. All right, man. Hey, man, look, we got a great show lined up for everybody today, man. We got a special treat. This brother here, man, I don't know what to say, man. He's one of the most prolific, smart brothers, man, comedic minds that this generation that's coming up in this new class is under us, man. He was an ABF Black Comedy Wings winner this past year, man. HBO was checking him out. He's one of the writers for this last season of Wildin' Out, man. Probably the end of Wildin' Out. And with that, I'm going to bring him in, man, straight out of Dallas, Texas. My boy, Black Ron is coming in today, man. Bring Black Ron on in this thing.
Oh, Black Ron? Black Ronald? That's that nigga name?
Yeah, bring him on in this thing.
Oh, you want to bring him in now? We said.
Yeah, we're going to bring him on in.
We'll bring the nigga in.
Bring him on in.
All right, we'll bring the nigga in.
Well, he going to...
Bring the nigga on in.
We'll bring the nigga on in here then.
Let's see Black Ron. Come on in.
On up in here.
We'll bring the nigga on in here then.
Oh, there he is.
That's my nigga. What's good, bro?
What's up? Gip Goody Martin.
What's happening? Well, hold on. Let me get my little background together.
Yeah, get your background together, brother.
Hey, nigga, your background got the hair done, nigga. You looking like
you looking like MJG.
Hey, baller, come out.
You're one of a kind.
Food having ass. That nigga Brandon looking like he got to get through in a minute and go back to dumping out trash and shit. Good garbage man looking ass.
Hey, if you don't get your goddamn hot right, low left teeth having ass.
Fuck that, nigga. No, nigga, you got a whole tooth missing. I only got half a tooth missing. Take that hat off, goddammit. I'm on your ass. Take that.
I'm gonna just say this, man.
Hey, that's true. Somebody kicked out B. Lewis too. They just karate chopped Ron shit. Ron, come on, man. You almost took my whole damn tooth off.
Hey,
nigga, at least we ain't got no referee keeping our teeth separated for the fight start.
Ooh, yeah, nigga. Looking like if boiled neck bones was a person.
I can't stand you. Pickle pig feet,
Hey.
eating ass.
Black Ron looked like if I'm not in my kid's life was a person. That nigga like, I wish my daddy fuck with me.
Hey,
Welcome to the show, Black
Ron.
Ron.
Have a Fashion Over Men endorsement, nigga.
Thank you very much, Black Ron. We appreciate it.
Hey,
And I'm glad we were able to do this.
Coming out hard. Look at that.
Hey, Billy, you got that damn Billy got that probate hoodie on. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, this nigga look like stomped the yard.
Black Ron is appearing courtesy of Texas Correctional Facility today, guys. He's here working out his community service. Thank you for coming on, Black Ron. Look, man.
Just for me, residuals.
Thank you, sir. I think we should start this thing off with a story and a situation that's kind of
Hold on.
Do y'all mind if I smoke and drink on y'all platform, bro?
Oh man, please do everything you do, man.
We already
Billy got a Molly in his ass right now, so don't even worry about it.
We already know.
Listen. Hey, so Ryan, I don't know if you know the rules, brother. So this how I go. We got topics that we talk about. We bring up topics, man. Some of them we debate intelligently. Some of them we roast ignorantly. You know what I'm saying? It's just, we kind of go with the rhythm. So that's how we doing it. So, just kind of welcome to the okay, you got your little fresh jacket on, huh?
Yeah, there you go. That's how you put that bullshit jacket on in the middle of it. We'll say that for a later moment.
No. Let me tell you what happened. I was dressed and ready at 7 o'clock. Zordon was like, "Nah, nigga."
Zordon. He called Kadeem Zordon.
Yeah, but that's what they call him, though.
That's what they call him.
Okay, well, fuck it. I took my jacket back off.
Oh, man, it's all good.
That's what they call Kadeem. Right.
That is funny, dog. That is funny. The first thing we're going to jump into, man, and man, you've had a chance to work with this brother, man. Nick Cannon has had a hellified last week since we were last on the show. Things have definitely snowballed out of control for Nick Cannon. Let's start with the fact that on his show, Cannon's Class, he had on Professor Griff. Professor Griff was a former member of Public Enemy. He was kicked out of Public Enemy for making homophobic and anti-Semitic comments years ago. And since then, he's been kind of leading a charge on a very woke doctrine of putting out prolific information. Now, on Cannon's Class, they got into a conversation about origins of the Jewish people and how they can't be anti-Semitic, being that they have claimed that black people are the original Semites or the original Jews. So that conversation flew off the handle and got a lot of views. And then Nick Cannon gave his views on it specifically. That led to MTV's Wildin' Out and Viacom cutting all partnerships with him across all platforms and ending the show in the middle of a new season, meaning that people in the hard work that you guys are working on season 15 won't be seen or isn't being seen right now and isn't shown with no clear end date of, there's no residuals for certain people who were there on the show.
It's not even on the fire stick. I looked.
Opportunities. And I did season 14 and then I wasn't back on for season 15 and you were there writing and working on season 15. So I know they had to impact you in some kind of way. So just kind of tell us, how do you feel having that happen when this was a big opportunity to you, especially with you being from Texas? And shout out to y'all, Dallas, Texas up in this thing.
First of all, I want to say fuck Corona with her funky ass, because had it not been for Corona, Billo, you already know we would have taped season 16 in May.
Right.
Season 16 was already set up to be taped in May. Season 17 was set up to be taped in November. And both of those were already on the books. I'd already received my emails from the production company and everything, letting us know what days production was going to start.
We pushing toward them 90 episodes to close that out and make major syndication. So it was a definitely celebratory theme, man. Even me coming up to see y'all on season 15 when I moved to Atlanta to start the morning show, bro, I was just so proud to see the development and advancement as being an alum from being on Wildin' Out, but to now have all that basically stripped away and cut off, like, how does that make you feel?
Man, I've kind of gotten used to being disappointed in Hollywood. I was one of those guys who came out and, take those first couple meetings and motherfuckers promise you something and you be waiting on it to happen and you get all your hopes built up into it. And then when it don't happen, because that's the nature of the game, then you you wise up and you realize that shit can be over with tomorrow. Nothing lasts in this game. But the cold part about it, all of it was now the executive producer of the show had me and the other creatives creating new games, coming up with new things to bring to the show. And he was like, yeah, I need you to come up with 10 new games before we go back production. So I'm at the house coming up with games, coming up with different things. And then you get this information like, well, it's all over with. And it's like, well, damn. So the first thing I hit now with, I say, hey, these games I've been creating can be a whole new show, nigga. They don't have to be wilding out games, nigga. They can be games. So what's happening? What else you gonna produce?
Yeah, hey man. Ask? Yeah, I know. Nah, man, that's dope, bro. I think it's fucked up. And here's a question that was posed. This is something that I haven't seen discussed on any other platform, and I kind of waited to talk about it here with the Roasters and All Deaf family because I think what we haven't really acknowledged is a lot of people kind of turned on Nick when he started making his apologies, and because he kind of doubled down on his perspective with asking for the show to be given to him and the rights for him to take it on because it belongs not just to him. But I think his wording was in his intention was that it belonged to the culture and that wilding out meant something in the Black and urban comedian platform. So I guess a news flash was for people. The guy who seemingly is the boss is now in a position where he's being stripped of things. And you couldn't tell me that Nick Cannon didn't own Wildin' Out outright. And so when you see what Viacom is able to do to strip certain opportunities and things away, the question is now, Wildin' Out, what it stands for us as Black comedians, should the show continue without Nick? That's a question I'm going to ask to you guys and I want to know your thoughts on it. And would the person or persons who would return to the show if Nick is not present, would they be considered sellouts or would they be doing something to further what this legacy is that has been established?
I think you a scab if you go back.
Okay. So what you think, Ryan?
You a scab, bro.
What you think, B. Lewis?
Because it's not just Wildin' Out that they took from him. When Viacom cut all ties from him, that includes Nickelodeon, MTV, VH1, BET, CBS. So Nick Cannon has been vice president over Nickelodeon for a decade. You know what I'm saying? Not only that, the all the shit that he did for Nickelodeon for the last 20 fucking years, from all that till now. Nick Cannon has been working with Viacom since we've known who the fuck Nick Cannon is. And
okay.
Just cut ties with him like that, it's way more than Wildin' Out being taken from that man. So if they were to come back with Wildin' Out, even if they were to have DC Young Fly host, it would be like, nah, bro, you took that, y'all, these folks are always reminding us that as a Black man, they can cut and they can end it whenever the fuck they want to. Stay on their good side before they take it all away from you.
Okay, so I guess my question turns then, if we feel so passionately about that or the opinion of the room or the community as such, then how do we still consistently try to go to these outlets and support them or do business with them if that's what we feel? If you see Nick Cannon, who've invested since his childhood in Viacom as a brand and built with them and gave other people opportunities, this guy just ain't a star. He's giving me opportunities, he's giving you opportunities. And because of his platform, we've been able to work the road and do different things. So why isn't the stance of the community for everybody to disassociate yourself with Viacom as a whole?
Hey, let me answer that. Real quick. Let me step in for a second. Here's what needs to happen next with Nick Cannon, in my opinion. Yeah, Nick Cannon lost some relationships, but Nick Cannon's not broke, right? Well, just like anybody with money, Nick Cannon needs to make some key investments back into the community with the understanding that we are behind him. What that means is that those investments can't fail. Whatever Nick does next, we need to overly solidify its position in whatever field he wants us to go in, and that is our payback to a pillar in the community. No different than them last whack ass albums from that weak ass artist that you bought because you love the artist. Like this is how it goes. Whatever Nick decides to do next, if this nigga want to sell turbans, god damn it, get you 5 of them bitches. If this nigga want to rap, he back rapping. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know, the only thing that can fail Nick is us. And that's why I was like, we got to stop canceling motherfuckers who we need. Like, who the fuck do you think you are to be canceling? At the end of the day, don't let these people gas you. Who is cancel culture? You're not even a part. Nobody's a part of that. It's a big ass group that don't give a fuck about anybody in the group. Opinion. And so what happens is you can cancel somebody for a small mistake that may not even be a mistake. Remember, we are in the time right now where everything that we've ever learned has been taught to us by motherfuckers who didn't care about us. So this ain't even the time to be justifying no information. Any information that we get, new information, we need to look at it like, not saying that it might be true, but we need to, dissect shit. Stop being so fucking sheepish. Like, dog, right. What do you mean? Listen to what the nigga say. If you disagree, you disagree. But there's a grace in that as well. How you letting motherfuckers cancel us to us?
Right. So the question is, I don't see that we're canceling Nick. I think that the response was expected that, and this is just me from what I saw, and maybe I'm wrong from what I've been seeing, but I've seen people take the stance that they expected Nick to not apologize. And they stood so firmly behind his initial comments and what he was saying. So the not apologize part was like, well, Nick shouldn't apologize. He shouldn't have apologized in this moment. And so now, even with his apology, he's not put back in the position that he's with, but he is able to save being able to have the opportunity with the show, The Masked Singer. His radio show and morning show is gone. So, I mean, for me, I hate to see this happen to this brother because I know his heart and how much he gives opportunities and how it helps people move forward. But it's just, I'm trying to understand now.
I mean, my bad. Not Billy. I'm sorry, Billy. Let me say this. Here go the problem with that. And this is one of the hard pills that we got to swallow as black men and as men in general, right? Mm-hmm. This shit that I talk about with you niggas, bro, that I would never want my grandmother or some, people, friends, it's certain shit that I say around certain motherfuckers. And that's how the game always goes. It's like, bro, if you didn't have all the facts and you wasn't ready to go to war behind saying white people are savage, nigga, you work with all these white motherfuckers. What are you talking about? White people are savages, and they're savage from the mountains of Caucasus, and that's why they're savages, and they don't have souls, nigga. What the fuck are you talking about? That part of it, like that part of it sent motherfuckers off. That part let you have no allies. That part was kind of like, damn, nigga. It's like, so now the people.
That part was no different than saying that when white folks got us and brought us into slavery, that Africans were uncivilized and we were savages and shit. That's no different than newscasters calling black folks thugs on fucking TV. That's no fucking different.
Right. Okay. That's the thing, though. That's the problem, Ron. It is no different, though. But it is no different, though. That's what I'm saying. Like that. You're right. It's no different. It's just like that.
Well, there is one difference. There is one difference. What Nick said was actually historically accurate.
Yeah, but did Nick speak about it like he knew all the facts, or did he speak about it like he heard somebody else say it? And I love Nick to death, but it sounds like that's some shit that, you know how you be like, man, Farrakhan was saying, damn, what'd he say? He said some shit, and he's like, bro, that wasn't for you to say.
No, but he said it confidently, though. He said it confidently. He said it confidently. So I feel like he shouldn't have apologized. You know what I'm saying? When the statement came out of what he said, they made their actions. When they received what Nick Cannon said, they made their actions and they canceled the show. And then he tried to double back and apologize. That's it, brother. They made their decision. So you stand on your word. Don't try to double back and say, this is what I mean.
I understand that, but nigga, at that point, if you lost your job, that's fine. But if you have, nigga, okay, so that's like saying like, because nigga,
I apologize for getting fired. That like I'm fired. Why I don't owe you an apology now.
Not, okay. Okay.
So here's where we are, guys, and I don't want to stay on it too long.
Ain't Mariah Carey white?
She half white.
So that mean that your kids' grandmas is savages.
But white don't mean Jewish.
Nigga, but he said that's the point though. If he went on to apologize, maybe it wasn't for his job. Maybe it was like, fuck, I got white motherfuckers in my family. What I meant to say was these white motherfuckers. There's nothing wrong with that.
Yeah, it is. I mean, you're right, but at the end of the day, we speaking on overall. A stereotype based on the race is overall. It can be some good motherfuckers in that race, but the stereotype of a black man is what? Lazy.
It's
you know
the generalization.
You know what I'm saying? Asians, what? When you say a stereotype, they can't drive, and you know what I'm saying? But the stereotypes don't come from they're based in truth. You know what I'm saying? They're based. I wouldn't necessarily say truth, but they're based in continuous results of that's what happens. Black
that I agree with. I agree with that.
Black people get
I agree with that.
You know what I'm saying? Mexicans work hard. They gonna work. You know what I'm saying?
Hold on, but let me say this though. Let me say this to clear what I'm saying. I didn't think he was trying to get his job back. That's what I'm misunderstanding.
I got you.
When I saw him apologize, I'm like, all right, this nigga's saying like, look, I do mean what I'm saying, but it's like, damn, not my. You know what I'm saying? It's like not the white motherfuckers who. It's tricky.
But if
y'all feel like that, you're right. You say what you say, nigga. Stand on your shit. You say that, you stand on it. That's fine.
Hold on a second. Hold on, CP.
Overall, as it's 4 black men on here. Overall, how are we running from the fact that overall white people are evil towards us? Period.
Okay, hold on. Let's be clear about what we're saying so we don't misquote. Hold on, guys. Hold on. Hey guys, hold on, fellas. Hold on. We all can't talk at the same time. I want to make sure everybody is heard. You're making some great points. So let's be clear about where we are in the context of the conversation so we don't wander off. I think on a historical aspect, Nick Cannon was speaking about from a historical place, and him and Professor Griff were having a conversation about things that happened thousands of years ago. Less of the conversation was based about what's happening right now. More of it was trying to draw an inference or context as to why historically this has been a position that they have taken towards us based off of this historical finding that they brought up. Now, when you look at all that's being said in this great space, the powers that be that took away his opportunity weren't specifically led with he is an anti-white person. It was led that he was anti-Semitic. And how can you be anti-Semitic if in fact you are the original Jews or Semites in that conversation? So that more than the white people are savage was, and it wasn't so much he was saying white people, he was speaking specifically about Jews saying they were savage.
He was talking about Ashkenazi Jews.
Okay,
right.
But okay,
and so that conversation and dialogue in itself drew an internal conflict within the network that was funding him, because I think what people are watching this don't understand is, hey, okay, and Ron and CP and Bilu, let's try and educate the people that's watching to understand how it works.
But what are you trying to educate them on, Billy?
Because they don't understand. I want you to. No, they don't. I think that's misunderstood is that Nick Cannon can say this and he owns the show outright.
But we're not talking about the show. We're talking about the simple fact.
Because if the show...
he not have apologized or not? Because I'm trying to... No,
here's the reason.
He apologized. Y'all mad at me. I'm trying to figure out...
This is my point.
Hold on. I'm giving you devil's advocate for why he might have apologized.
Right. And
I'm not saying I would have done that, but I'm saying this is how I'm looking at it from, nigga, trying to be an adult, giving you a full spectrum of the whole situation, what it could... I don't know why the nigga apologized. But what I'm telling you,
I can tell you why he apologized.
Why?
And I'm gonna tell you what the situation was. And this is from what my perspective is. I feel like, one, let's start with what his initial conversation was. This could have been possibly avoided if he just let Professor Griff come on and speak his opinion. He didn't have to make a statement. Professor Griff has been studying and doing this for years. He could have interviewed Griff. Griff could have made a statement. He could have said, okay, bro, that's some deep shit you done gave us. People can do their own research at home. Ain't shit you can do about that. However, when he started adding to it, putting his part in and speaking with factual intent from his personal perspective, that is what caused the problem. Now, if he wanted to do that, he needed to be prepared for what was going to happen and then go on Instagram and say, hey, y'all, I said some shit. They upset about it. They're going to probably take wilding out. And that's cool because I don't own it. I'm going to create something else. And this going to be the new wave. And we going to go do this over here on my own platform or at Revolt or wherever.
But that
niggas would have marched in droves with that. This is what I
So
let me finish. So when he saw that he wasn't going to be able to walk away with wilding out and he wanted to mass bully, and that response was, hey y'all, they trying to take wilding out from me, give me my shit, and they was like, no. Then he had to realize, oh shit, the Masked Singer, it still got a contract opening and production and shows that need to be done. I don't want to lose that. Fox puts him in a barrel. You need to apologize. I feel like he wasn't really apologizing to wilding out people as much as he was trying to keep the relationship with Fox. So that in turn puts a conflict because those are more people who are going to lose more jobs and more money loss and an opportunity. In all fairness, if he was going to say the stuff he said, a thought process could have been, be prepared and when you're ready to pull the trigger to go all the way to war. And I'm not in this kind of position.
You gotta let everybody get that shit off. Get that shit off. That was your point.
Because if you go back and watch the whole interview, before he made the statement, he said, and I want to be careful how I word this. So he was already cognizant of what the ramifications might be for what it was that he was about to say. Nick got caught in a situation where he was trying to show his intellectual prowess. He's talking to somebody that's well-versed on the topic and he want to show, oh, I know about that shit too. Mm-hmm. I'm up on that shit too. Then it came back like a conversation. I might have a conversation with B. Lou about some shit. And then it come back, well, this is what Black Ron said. Like I brought the shit up. That's what happened with Nick. He didn't bring the situation. He didn't bring the topic up. But when he spoke on it, they took away that soundbite. Like this is what Nick said. And when it didn't blow up on him for a whole year, he was like, okay, cool. It must not have been that deep. He got a new deal with Masked Singer, dropped a new season of Wildin' Out, signed a new
radio show
for 3 more seasons of Wildin' Out. Now here it is, a year after he dropped the interview, the shit come back. So now he apologizing. It was only one line in the apology that I had a problem with. And it's when he said, my comments were naive and uninformed. Both of those were false. You weren't naive in what you were saying, bro, because you were cognizant that what you're saying is problematic for people that don't like to hear the truth about their history. And it was not uninformed because you went and learned that information somewhere. But you said that to say, well, I just put my foot in my mouth and I said some shit and it was stupid and I didn't know what I was talking about. No, you knew what you was talking about, bro. And when you go back and apologize like that, you take the validity out of what you said. Because there are some Black folks that have not done their research in their history about their true self. Now they're not going to do it. Because here come Nick, who got threatened with losing all his money and said, I take back everything I said. Man. Sometimes you got to stand on what you say and be willing to die about it.
Okay, so check this out. So can we take the stance that we can position Viacom as being white owned?
Wait, what'd you say?
I'm just saying, can we, I'm asking, can we acknowledge that? So from them firing Nick Cannon, can we take that Viacom is white owned?
Oh, I mean, it's not just white on. I think it's more understanding. You got to understand it's a strong Jewish backing.
No, I get it. I'm just asking the question for y'all go.
Some of the Redstone family, bro, they are Jewish people, and I mean that's just a factual point.
But is that not a white man?
No. That's not the same thing. You got to separate understanding. A white man may not necessarily be Jewish. A white man just might be white, who might be Baptist, like who might have been colonized here in America. You need to have Jews, Hasidic Jews, straight Jewish people who are from Israel proper. There are, and then you have Ethiopian. You have Ethiopian Hebrews, which are also Jewish people. So you have a lot.
But we talking now. But we just talking about simplicity. Like we get that's different forms of black. It's different shades of black.
White.
He's not white, bro. He's not white. That's why I said the comments about white people wasn't an issue.
In Charlottesville, Virginia. In Charlottesville, Virginia, the white folks down there with them tiki torches were shouting, Jews will not replace us. They don't consider Jewish people to be white people, bro.
So they consider them as their own entity.
Well, you got to understand the Germans was white. Yes. The Germans were straight Austrian white Caucasians, and they turned against the Jewish people. That's what you have the memorial of the Holocaust to relive and support that. And I think a big part about this is that I understand and I recognize, and we can kind of close it to try and move forward so we don't lose the whole show on it. But we have to understand as Black people, for us to advance, we have to have some ownership so that we can hold people accountable. And I think the key word in this is the owners of Viacom made Nick accountable for his comments and his actions.
He got to stand on that shit. He just got to stand on that shit.
Well, I mean, it's easy to say that when you ain't got them bills in that situation.
Yeah, but
so I can't tell you.
But if you just said that he's not hurting for money, what are you talking about? Why did you just say bills, bro?
Who's saying he not hurting for money?
You just said it.
I didn't say he wasn't hurting for money.
You opened up and said he's not hurting, bro. You said
no. I explained to you. I explained to you. Him having finances is a different thing, and hurting for money is two different things. You can't.
Billy,
nigga can't tie those two things together. Because I wasn't saying he wasn't hurting for money. Because clearly, if he hurt for money, because he went back and apologized on the shit.
No, but we don't know. We're all guessing on why he apologized.
I know. I'm telling you based off of what his apology was based around and how that turned. The follow-up comment was, "This is just factual." Fox turned around and said, "We're not going to drop the Masked Singer. We're going to stand with Nick. He's apologized. He's apologized to us, and he's going to do some time to take some research on the topic." And he came back again and commented again and doubled down on his apology.
Takeaway for us as artists, man, because I think the biggest lesson that we need to learn is that we need to own our own masters.
I agree.
Before cats like Ray Charles, nobody own their own masters in the record industry. We just learned that Nick didn't own none of that shit. Viacom did. So us as creators moving forward, when we sign these deals with these networks, we need to make sure that we got a piece of the pie.
Right. And the dialogue like this can even happen.
Okay, all right. It's time to switch topics. It's time to switch topics. Motherfucking topics.
All right, so let's go to the next one, guys. The next topic we had today, man, also very interesting. Before we get to that, let's jump on a lighter note. Our brother Kev on stage been out here on Instagram, man, flossing a new look. And nigga, have you seen these goddamn dreads on his head? Man, what in the fuck is Kev
First and foremost, shout out to my fiance Helena. She the one who put the wig was a hair unit. She put the hair unit on Kev. So shout out to my baby Helena. She did that. But
did she do it on you first?
She installed that nigga's unit.
She didn't.
I ain't gonna lie, B-Lou, you kind of snitching on her because people been wanting to know who did that. People been wanting to know, like, hey,
at Lena J is her Instagram. That's my baby. But she did it. And shout out to Kev. He going through a midlife crisis, man.
That nigga, hey man, he got the Patrick Cloud. Hey man, this nigga wilding. So that's
nigga Kev,
man. Please, Dean, play the goddamn video.
Party City season pass.
Oh, nigga, there we go. There go the Predator look I'm looking for.
Hey, but low key, it look official though when he got it with the headband. And
man, get the fuck out of that nigga. Look like that nigga look like a saved Klingon,
like somebody behind him got dreadlocks and he just got a bandana on.
Wonder Junior.
Hell no.
Hey man, what the hell wrong with Black Raw Internet?
Man, you gonna get your big Optimus Prime sounding ass out of here?
Hey man, that nigga
turn your jacket
down. Megatron.
Turn your jacket down, Ron.
Turn that jacket down. Yeah. Turn that Android off, nigga.
Yeah.
That nigga
get that goddamn picture of Clayton Thomas from behind you too.
That nigga said Clayton Thomas back there.
Hey, Black Ron out here looking like a young Morgan Freeman. Hey, man. Hey, dog,
and the old Morgan Freeman.
Hey, same time. This nigga Kev is out of there, man. These goddamn teeth, these glasses. Much love to Kev on stage. He been flaming Patrick Cloud, too, the whole time, talking about these bandanas, dog. This shit just been rough, man. Shout out to Patrick, dog. All right, so another thing that happened this week, in the last couple of days, I think, was it 2 nights ago? Kanye West, I know you niggas saw this. He went the fuck off. We got a soundbite, Demon, we can play from what he said.
I don't, but I'll be working on it. Go
okay,
ahead.
So in a nutshell, he made commentary saying that Harriet Tubman did not free the slaves. Right. She turned them over to work for white men.
To other white people. She turned them over to work for other white people.
Yeah. First of all, what y'all think about?
Hold on. First of all, we gotta let you, my brother, see Pizzle. We gotta let you lead this because this your guy. Flat out. This your guy. No, hold on. This your guy. You can't say it's not. You got a lot of Yeezy shit. You know what I'm saying? You like a lot of Kanye albums. So right now you can't just try to act like we don't like you don't love the nigga, like you don't have a profound liking for the nigga. So go ahead and give us what you think, my nigga, because he was a little throwed off.
All right. First of all, thank you for that. Thank you for that. I just want to say, first of all, I think Kanye is very sick. I think that what I'm noticing as a trend is that these little episodes happen a lot of times before an album drops. So what I'm thinking is this: on one hand, people look at it what could be a publicity stunt. I look at it from another standpoint. As an artist, that's a very, very highly stressful time. You know what I'm saying? You know, if for somebody like that who doesn't really experience anxiety a lot, being a powerful person, to put out something that you're sensitive about, whatever it is, and to worry if it's going to go platinum or people going to like it or if it's going to be, I mean, that probably could send him off. And I think that it's been doing that for these last few projects that he's dropped. I think it's very unfortunate because when I see Kanye talk, I see it's like listening to like a seventh grader. Mm-hmm. You ever talk to a kid and they swear that they got the world figured out, but they have to live a little to gain compassion in the way that they talk. He speaks with no empathy. Yeah. When Kanye talks, it's like, fam, you know, slavery was a choice. That's a horrible thing to say. He later on said, well, what he meant was that it was more slaves than it was slave owners. If they wanted to, then they could have just overtook it and some of them could have got killed. Nigga, but you're not speaking from somebody who understands the kind of oppression that they were under. So you talk like you say these things, but you don't understand what's going on. It's like when I hear him talk, it's like it's cringeworthy because I hear it and I understand what he says as if it were an 8-year-old asking you a question about, you know what I'm saying? Like, you know, it's like, imagine like your daughter saying, well, we out here marching for our freedom, but I thought Harriet Tubman freed us.
I see what you're saying.
Do you feel what I'm saying? Then it's like, well, yeah, but it's more complex than that. Somehow he, as an adult, is not understanding how complex the two different things are.
Okay. CP, hold on one second. I'm going to pause you. I'm going to swing it around to my brother, B. Lewis. B. Lewis, brother, please.
I got the clip, but go ahead.
Okay, you got the clip. How long is it?
It's about 55 seconds. It's not long.
Go ahead. Let's run it just for the sake of the conversation.
Harriet Tubman never actually freed the slaves.
It's fun.
Harriet Tubman never actually freed the slaves.
That's good enough.
All right, so I'm gonna swing it to my brother B. Lewis, man. I really want to hear what you think about this, bro, and just lay it out there for us.
Okay,
we want to know how you feel.
First of all, we can't say that Kanye West needs help because we don't know. Like, all right, so when everybody's saying we need to pray for Kanye, like, where are we trying to take him back to? Like, what do y'all want him? Like, what do y'all want his personality to be? You know what I'm saying? Like, that's what I want to know. Like, what are y'all saying? Like, Kanye needs help. Like, does he need help? Like, but where are y'all trying to? I guess I'm asking, where are y'all trying to have him as a human? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like y'all want his character to be what, college dropout, or like y'all obviously y'all missed the old Kanye. So my thing is when people say we need to pray for him, we need this, but like I feel like, hey man, the nigga is just being him. The nigga's being who he truly is. Like, what are we praying for? Like, this is
people
him.
go through shit though, B-Lou.
Yeah,
I think that there is no old Kanye. There's just Kanye. And I think that, you know, you talk about somebody being in the public eye, bro, watching them lose a parent, watching them go through these different things, bro. It's like, and never really having the opportunity to really to really deal with it because of the expectations that's on you. I'm not making excuses, but what I'm saying is like, damn, dog, another example of, nigga, you saw what the fuck they did with Britney Spears. They buttoned her ass up, put her away, make sure she was okay. They don't give us the room to talk shit about Britney Spears. But here we are, out here again, fucking up our own, talking shit about them because they're going through some shit. And it's crazy. It's just like, dog, it don't make me comfortable to have a life out here where I can't make mistakes and go through shit.
Okay, so first and foremost, okay, let me put it out there. I do not agree with what Kanye said at all. I do not agree with his stance. I don't agree what he said. I don't agree when he just be blurting out shit. But at the root of it, I'm like, the nigga don't need help. The nigga's just who he is. Like, y'all praying for help and like, and I get that he lost, you know what I'm saying, a lot of stuff in the public eye, but the nigga's being who he, you know what I'm saying, he's accomplished money. And what they say, money brings out your true origin, allegedly. So I feel like the nigga is truly being him because you can catch a clip that they just dropped with him and Dave Chappelle, and the nigga's sane. The nigga be doing same shit. It's almost like when you see a homeless man talking outside of like a corner store, and then you ask a nigga to do something that he don't want to do, and he'll be like, no, I'm cool on that. He'll be talking to himself, and you be like, hey, brother, you know what I'm saying? You want some change? Nah, nigga, he know exactly what he want. Like he know exactly what he doing, bro.
So you feel so I can understand. So you feel like this is all an act, and he's doing this intentionally, and there's nothing really wrong with him.
I mean, it's something wrong with him. Obviously, the nigga just doing outlandish shit, but at the same time, it's a thin line between the nigga could be, you know what I'm saying? It's a marketing strategy. Obviously, if he dropping the album Friday, it's obviously a marketing strategy. If we haven't heard from this nigga in months, we haven't heard from the nigga in months since he dropped the Jesus album. And then we ain't heard for the nigga, and then he do this outlandish shit. Then he dropped the playlist, and then niggas go tune in to see what he got to say further on the album if he drops some more outlandish shit. And it's just, it's almost a thin line between genius and like the nigga just tripping, bro.
Okay, we're gonna swing it around. And my brother Black Ron, what are you seeing here, bro?
First of all, I knew when I saw that Demolition Man haircut that whatever he was gonna say.
He said that Demolition Man haircut. He's got, for clarification, he got 2020 in the back of his goddamn head. So what you think, man?
Man, Kanye can't have it both ways. He can't be a genius and be mentally deficient at the same time. He's not an idiot savant. He's not Rain Man. Okay.
Why? Okay, keep going, brother. I'm sorry.
We can't say when he goes off the handle that he needs counseling and he needs somebody to talk to him. And then when he drops something fire and say, I'm the greatest, I'm a genius, that we need to listen to him. You know what I'm saying? CP talking about we tearing these statements and somebody just happened to videotape them. No, this nigga scheduled a.
Whoa, CP said what? I ain't say that.
Went out and said this shit on his own. When he went to TMZ, he booked that interview at TMZ. He walked off into TMZ and let that shit come out his mouth intentionally. It's not like Kanye was caught off guard and accidentally put his fucking foot in his mouth. He says things, but this is where Kanye is really an evil genius because he knows how to play on black folks' emotions. When we didn't know Kanye, he had to wait till I get on. I'm gonna really show y'all something, and we could get behind that. Then when he got on, he had to, I'm a floss and show you what a boss be like, and we was behind that. Then the nigga flew off the handle. He was like slavery was a choice, and we was like, nah, fuck that nigga. Then he came back and dropped a project where he said, I'm Jesus. And niggas was like, nah, nigga, fuck that. Then he came back and said, no, I'm not Jesus. I love Jesus. Then he started doing Sundays and got all y'all niggas back on his side all over again. And then once he had niggas on his side all over again, here he come with a Harriet Tubman didn't free nobody. Let me sit in Donald Trump's lap. Let me call him my father. He been showing y'all that he's an egomaniacal dude that cares nothing about himself. Him being black is just a happenstance. He don't care about no good.
Not to interrupt you. Hold on, guys. Hold on.
That's what I was trying to convey. Well put, my brother.
Okay.
And that shit was well put, I guess, if for you. But what I'm saying is this.
I just need to clarify something real quick, CP. Hold on 1 second.
No. All of that said, though, ask Ozzy Osbourne what he think about some shit. It's like, dog, like, so what? The nigga is who he is. We don't got to buy his album. We don't got to do nothing. But it's like they're trying to kill the nigga. It's like, fam, you don't got to vote for the nigga. I'm not going to vote for the nigga. It's like, dog.
Ozzy Osbourne ain't never called himself the second coming.
Dog, but he bit the head off a fucking
press conference.
But he bit the head off a bat though. I bet you if Kanye did that, they would fucking cart the nigga.
So what are we? So what are we?
Hold on, guys.
Fellas,
hold on, guys.
Kanye would have made that.
Ron, wait a minute. Statement. Hold on, guys. Wait a second. We all can't talk at the same time. I want to give everybody an opinion, and I'm hearing y'all talk, but y'all are kind of talking over each other, and we losing the audio, and the audience ain't able to hear what you're saying. Now, for those of you who are just now tuning in, for clarification, Black Ron is calling in from jail, and the nigga is doing a ventriloquist act because his mouth ain't moving, but his words coming out. We are talking about this Kanye situation. Now, so Ron's opinion from what I'm hearing here, just so I can synopsize, you feel like this nigga's a fucking idiot and he know what he doing as well, and he need to be held up. Now the nigga is gone. I guess Prison release hour is over.
No, he's there.
Go
Keep
ahead,
going.
because I ain't finished what I'm saying. People saying I lost a Black Ron. Let me finish what I was saying after you get done. But go ahead.
All right, be Black Ron, and I get what you're saying, bro. I want to make sure everybody's heard. B. Lewis, you had a comment right after CP was saying something, and we didn't hear the chance to hear it. I want to make sure you hear what you said. So what were you saying, bro?
That Black Ron said everything I needed to say. That this nigga
Okay,
Kanye,
so you in agreement?
Like, stop. We got to stop being talking about people in the comments talking about I don't have understanding. Like I'm not. What are we understanding? The
Fuck
nigga
the
stole
comments.
off, bro. The nigga stole off, and the nigga know what he's doing. Like you can't. Black Ron said it. I don't even want to further. The nigga throw it off. He know what he's doing. What are we trying to pray for? To be like, oh, we need to. Oh, fuck the old kind. The nigga is who he is, bro. Like that's who he is.
So
Go ahead,
okay.
CP.
What I'm saying is this. I'm not disagreeing with you all, but I want you all to realize one thing, that it's like the problem with a lot of the shit that happens in our community. You talk about being free. What does free look like, right? Like there's a people can, like, white people get to be certain shit, and it's like, all right, that's them. They don't represent the whole race. Oh, you a white motherfucker. All right, let me stop with that, because it's like that's not an example that I want to say. Put it like this.
No, stand on that shit, nigga.
No.
I'm gonna make my point last.
I don't want to go down the path. I don't want to go down the.
Can't finish that line.
I'm gonna make my point last.
Listen what I'm saying. Listen what I'm saying. White people allow people in their community to be mentally ill. Then it's like, cool, we will deal with them. Like we got Britney Spears. They didn't cancel Britney Spears. Why we got to cancel another black man? That's all I'm trying to say. We don't have to vote for the nigga, but it's like, fam, it's like, this is leading down the path. If the nigga is mentally ill, why pour on to the nigga like that? That's all I'm trying to say.
Like, what do you mean pour on to what? What do you mean? Explain pour on.
All right, bro. It's like, first of all, the nigga's team is irresponsible. He needs to have a microphone taken away from the nigga. He needs to be evaluated. Of course, we understand that. It's like, but to judge a nigga in that state by saying like, oh, this nigga's an egotistical maniac. It's like, bruh, is the nigga sick or is he not? Like you just said it. You can't be a genius and be. It's like, bruh, make up your mind.
The nigga's sick. That's my mindset. The nigga's sick.
Okay.
And I don't mean.
Is he sick or is he an idiot? Is he sick or is he whack? Is he sick or is he a racist? Is he sick or is he doing the shit on purpose? I never said he was a racist, but he is doing shit on purpose. And the nigga is sick, bro. Like the nigga's sick.
Okay.
The way that he goes about it is evil. That's it. The way that he goes about it.
I'm just saying, in our community, we need to work with our own instead of publicly canceling them in front of white motherfuckers, giving white motherfuckers the opportunity to have an opinion about some nigga shit. This is our uncle. This is our cousin. It's like, nigga, this is our fucking business. The white people
agree with him. Half the audience in South Carolina was white.
Okay, so let me say this, guys, so we can try and give a clarity. I'm gonna let you say something, Ron. I'm gonna say my part on it and what we're watching here, and we don't got a lot of time, so I may not even really get to get into how I feel about this. But what I want to tie us down to get a clear answer on is: do you agree or disagree with his comments about Harriet Tubman? Just so I know where everybody stands with this. So, CP, do you agree with what he said about Harriet Tubman? Yes or no?
No, I don't agree with what he said about Harriet Tubman.
Brandon Lewis, do you agree with what he said about Harriet Tubman? Yes or no?
Fuck no, with my emotional ass. Fuck the comments.
Black Ron, do you agree with what he was saying about Harriet Tubman? Yes or no?
No.
Okay. I'm probably going to be the person that's the worst on this for saying this, but I agree in part with what he said. Okay. Partially because I agree that he is sick. And when sick people say things, sometimes they might be taken out of context. I think a big part of this that we got to give Kanye as a level of grace. And grace means we understand that he's got troubles. I couldn't imagine. I've only had a couple $100,000 in my lifetime. I can't imagine what a nigga with $1 billion, what his problems are. He's fucking Kim Kardashian. He got a family. The niggas had hit records. He done had bad bitches galore. He's had troubles. I know what it's like losing my father.
Okay, hold on, interject.
Let me finish. I just want to say my part.
Okay, go ahead.
I can attest to what it cost you, the cost of fame and making mistakes, because I made those when my daddy died. So I have a soft space. However, I think there's a level of responsibility that's there. And I think that's why when we talked about this before, about him initially running on a previous episode, my commentary was this could be very divisive for us having a united front as black people to get Trump out of office. I think as black people, we got to know that Trump has to get out of office. And the best chance we have in that is Joe Biden. Is he a great candidate? No, but he is the candidate that can get Trump out of office. We know Kanye is not sound-minded to run this country, nor get enough votes to really stand a chance other than take swing votes from Biden. So that's my piece with that. This comment about Harriet Tubman and why I partially agree is I think there were words that he left out, and I'm going to clarify it, what I think he was trying to say. From my interpretation, what he needed to say and what he was trying to say was Harriet Tubman freed black people physically, however, they were still enslaved mentally and financially to a system. And with that, if his bipolarism disorder didn't allow him to put those words contextually in his face, if he was whatever emotion that he was speaking from, I think that's a true statement because black people were enslaved mentally and financially to a system. However, what he just says that most people aren't going to take the time to try and dissect and understand what he's saying. Really? With that, I do feel like he is moderately insane. However, I do feel like there's a part of him that is a marketing genius. However, I do know that he is at a space where he's crying for help. And with all of that as a big ball, thus is Kanye West. The decision is, do we separate the mind and the psyche from the art form? Do we penalize a person creatively from the art form? Because what I do see is, much similar to other people who made mistakes in the black community, we totally cancel everything they do. We don't say, you know what, that nigga's a fucked up person, but his music is dope. When a nigga make a bad mistake, we're canceled on all fronts. He said the shit about Bill Cosby. NBC wanted to destroy Bill Cosby. He made his mention. If you don't know already, for those of you that aren't aware, NBC Universal owns E! Network, which is where Kim Kardashian's show is, as well as the other stuff that they're producing with Keeping Up with the Kardashians and other projects that they're working on. So there's a lot of that, Billy. You going off a side? Do you? I'm just telling people who don't know, bro. It's not a personal opinion. Yeah, they know, but like at the end of the day,
big joke on the table now.
What you got? What you got for big joke?
Before you put your, it's simple. To whom much is given, much is required. Kanye has a lot, so we can't judge it. So it's either you're excelling at it or you're not. It's no in between.
Is he excelling or not in his life?
Obviously, you got to take a stance on it, whether you agree that he's excelling or whether you agree that he's not. We can't.
Well, here's the question. Here's my question.
Stop putting in between.
Is he excelling? What is your definition of excelling? Is he excelling mentally and emotionally and personally, or is he excelling financially?
No, that's not. But that's for you to figure out. That's for you to. So
I guess that's the next question we should ask. Do you think Kanye is excelling, Bree Lewis? Yes or no?
No.
Do you think he's excelling, Black Ron? Yes or no?
No.
Do you think he's excelling, CP? Yes or no?
No, man, I don't at all. I don't think the nigga's excelling. I think that, like I said, I think Donald Trump is mentally challenged. I think that he is an example of what happens when money influences more than who you are as a man. White people have let him get up to that height because they let his money and stature, that's all they care about. And if we can't let Kanye do this, right? But that don't mean that we need to crucify the man. We need to stop giving him the power. Like, nigga, he should not be allowed to run for president. My nigga, you are one of our sick members. What the fuck are you doing up there? Right? Like, stop doing that. But it's like, fam, the nigga make his music, let him make his music. But we got to stop giving power to people who on. Just because he on, just because he Kanye. What the fuck does that mean? Why is his opinion that matter that much? Like, protect the man as a human, as a black man, as a pillar in the community. But like, nigga, stop giving him political power.
He has the big joke on the table now.
What you got? Let's let Black Ron put the big joke on the table. Black Ron, what you got for us, baby?
Okay, first, because CP is the one who started this argument, so let me address what he said first when he likened Kanye West to Britney Spears and to Ozzy Osbourne. Had Kanye West made his Harriet Tubman statement at a concert, nobody would have the vitriol that he made it, but he made it at his political campaign while running for president. When white folks saw Britney Spears get out of pocket, they sat her down until her hair grew back. They hid Britney ass in quiet, closed confinement until her fucking hair grew back and her mind got right. Moving right along. CP, you, like most black folks, have to learn how to separate the arts from their art. Just because he does great art does not give him credence in other platforms. Just because he made $1 billion in fashion and in music does not give him knowledge to speak on other things that are outside his wheelhouse.
I just said that.
He was doing a TED talk on tennis shoes and t-shirts. Let's listen to him talk. But if the niggas want to talk about politics, sir, you are not well versed on the topic. Get you somewhere and sit the fuck down.
Yes,
because you got $1 billion and you fucking an ex-porn star, that means that you have credence to speak on issues.
Are you talking about Trump?
I let y'all talk. Speaking on those issues. Speaking on those issues, every time he opens his mouth, that he does say is counterintuitive to black folks and to our movement. So how is he then a pillar of the community? Just because he our skin folk don't make the nigga our kin folk. Hey, man. How long are we gonna milk this? How long are we gonna milk this his mama died excuse? Hey, people's parents die, God bless the dead every day. Hey, you see Billy, when Billy lost his father, Billy went through his shit. And guess what, Billy? You were held accountable for all the bullshit that you pulled after you lost your father. That's what made you get your shit together and be the man that you are today. You feel what I'm saying?
Well, Kanye needs to be accountable for his bullshit. He addressed me.
Y'all got to deal with
lastly, Billy, you said that you agree with what Kanye said because we stayed enslaved to mentally to the slavery system and white economic structure.
I want to correct you on what I said. If you're going to quote me correctly, sir. I said in part, and let the record reflect that. If you were to rewind the tape back to that moment, I said in part, very loud and clearly. In part, based off the fact that I acknowledged he is sick, no less than you would if you had a mentally challenged brother or sister who was saying or doing something. You have learned the language of understanding sick people. As being a sick person, I can speak a sick person's language and understand their cries for help, as well as separate and differentiate their point. In this argument, I think what we are failing to miss is we are looking at action versus intent. Do I think he intended to defame Harriet Tubman as with the mother who taught fucking history? Fuck no. Do I think his action was such that it was perceived to be disrespectful? Yes. Action versus intent.
So do you think he intended to disrespect Harriet Tubman?
Hold on. I was in the middle of making my point.
Go
ahead, bro.
Going off on a tangent.
Calm down. God damn.
You know I'm from Texas, nigga. I'm going to say my shit.
I see you with that bullshit ass camouflage on. You can't hide that shit.
Let me land. Okay, now, to that I say, you got to know your history. When Harriet Tubman freed the slaves, she took them to two places. The first place being in what is now known as Canada, what is now known as Niagara Falls and Nova Scotia. When she took them to those places,
hey nigga, wait a minute.
Like Ron need a goddamn internet because he talking facts, but we can't get it all
hey nigga, you spitting it, but your goddamn Wi-Fi ain't shit.
Hey.
I mean, I'm on my laptop. I can go back to my phone, but then my green screen gonna be gone.
Got you. Listen, I'm gonna say this real quick, bro. What you addressed to me, first of all, I had already said it, which is crazy. I don't know why you didn't hear. Maybe internet.
Because it's Wi-Fi, nigga.
I just had said that, but what I will say is this: you said that the platform that he said it on was on his presidential campaign, right?
Right.
Yeah.
Donald Trump, on his presidential campaign in 2016, said that he wants police to start beating the shit out of these thugs in the city to teach them a lesson, to hit their heads on the top of cars and throw them in the back of cars and beat the fuck out of them. And we got too much restriction. And you know what happened? Cops started doing that.
Hey, Kanye West went and sat in that nigga lap and called him his father and started wearing the MAGA hat. Miss me with all that shit, nigga. Miss me with all that shit, nigga.
What I'm saying is,
I ain't got no ears for that shit.
What are you talking about?
That shit might work with the Michigan State niggas.
Okay, guys, we can't both talk at the same time.
Bro,
hold on.
The point is that shit was said on a presidential campaign. See, look, the biggest. Ron, you're very, very educated, right? But the white man's biggest enemy towards the black man was making the black man govern the black man. Like, nigga, all I'm telling you to get the fuck off the nigga's case, let him do what he's gonna do while we do what the fuck we're gonna do. He does not make the agenda for the black community.
Hey, Kanye, go do music. You ain't got sense to talk about this. Hush.
Okay, all right. So we okay, guys. I B. Lewis, I've never needed you more than I need you right now, but I need you. I need you to hit it for me, B. Lewis.
Stop it! You're going to switch this motherfucker top head. You goddamn switch these motherfucking top head. Let's go. Get
One more time for everybody in the comments. One more time for everybody in the comments watching at home.
Stop it. Let's switch these motherfuckers top head. Let's go.
Hey guys, listen. Here's the thing, man. You guys have done a hell of a job giving us a great dialogue. A lot of stuff that people should go back and watch and redigest this. If you haven't heard or don't know already, this show is turning into a podcast, which you will get in a long form content continuously, and we will be bringing this to you. We want to definitely shout out our brother Kraig Smith. He is
Kraig Smith.
We miss our brother. My brother is out doing his thing, working as usual, booking and producing on the independent level. So we send him nothing but love and respect. Shout out to all the Kraig Smith fans out there that are watching the show. Man, we want to thank Black Ron for coming on today, bro. Thank you for giving us a different perspective. Thank you for disagreeing. We started this off today. Brandon Lewis felt like nobody was on his side. And you came through like a knight in shining armor.
I am all deaf's most hated, bro. If you go to the comments, and guess what? I take that on. I feel like Kobe in 2006. Well, no, 06. I feel like Kobe in 06 right now. So
introduce that bullshit background, nigga.
Hey, but hold on.
What is this background, dog?
Hey, it's promotion time. Okay. Shout out to Brandon Scott, man. Make sure y'all go to his YouTube channel, man.
He not gonna make it.
He might not. You know what I'm saying? Hey, that ain't for me to goddamn determine.
I said he not gonna make it. Fuck it.
Shout out to Brandon Scott, man. Make sure y'all check out this third man nigga.
Where do you be running your ads for your ads?
$50.
I run my ads at barbershops, malls, church conventions.
Everything you say look like some bullshit because that nigga behind you. Like, you believe this nigga right here? You believe this? That's that nigga.
Hey, that's funny as fuck, bro.
Hey, him and CB got the same hairline. That's crazy.
You say what happened? You say what happened?
On the background. I say you and that nigga on the background got the same hairline. That's crazy.
Oh, that's funny as hell. That's funny as hell.
Real quick though, man, shout out to Brandon Scott, man. Make sure y'all follow and subscribe his YouTube channel. Also,
not gonna subscribe.
Hold on, okay, you might not. I hope you know.
Rap comedian.
Hold on, man.
Brandon Scott is a rap comedian. That's what his shit say.
Shout out to a black-owned business, Serenity Shea out of Maryland. This right here is some of the best shea butter that I have used and body oils. If you go to their Instagram, Serenity Shea, you can also get your product. Using my name, Brandon Lewis, roast this, get 20% off. You know what I'm saying?
Hey, you get 20% off?
Yeah, you get 20%. Hey, stop. Hold on.
No. I was saying. Wait, no. I'm saying, Black Ron get 50% off all his dentist visits because they just doing half the teeth.
Yeah.
He came in with a lot of dominoes. They like, we just doing dominoes? We doing a little 5-3? We doing your little 5-3s? Oh yeah, hit the little 5-3s real quick. Hey, hit this nigga double six real quick. He got that double six.
Hold on, guys. Let him finish. Let me finish
off. I'm almost done. Okay, man. Like I say, man, get some of this oil, body oil. Beard. Hey, Billy, you got a beard? They got the beard oil. It's everything right here. Black-owned business, Serenity Shea. Go to their Instagram, Serenity Shea. Use Brandon Lewis, roast this to get 20% off. Also, last but not least, man.
God damn, nigga.
Hold on, man. Hold on. I got a Twitch. Follow me on Twitch. Who is Brandon Lewis? I got a PS4 now. So all you niggas talking about, man, you just on Xbox. I got a PS4. My gamer tag is Big Bank Lewis. You did. Hey, make sure you follow me. And if you need your ad ran on another episode of Roast This, man, hit me in my DMs. I promote like crazy. Y'all see the energy. Y'all feel me? Go ahead, Billy.
All right, guys. Black Ron, where can they find you at?
Hey, man, I'm on everything. BLAQRON. Shout out to CP.
Oh, here we go.
All of these America's Best eyeglass commercials as the owl. Good work, my nigga.
Yeah.
Hey, I'm gonna be in LA tomorrow, bro. So I gotta get up with y'all boys.
Yeah, nigga.
Man.
Make sure you cook too. Hey, shout out to Black Ron. Looking like somebody put a face on her elbow. I want to see everybody. Shout out to everybody. Shout out to Texas. Everybody, come on out. Follow me everywhere on Black Rod is
funny as fuck.
Hey man, where can they find you at, my brother? Comedian CP Chris Powell, man. Where can they find you at, brother?
Hey man, everywhere, man. At Comedian CP. Check out my new special on Patreon. The link is floating around in the thing. Shut up, fuck Black Rod. Hey, look, also
find that nigga in the woods.
Comedian CP.
Shit.
What do you say? What do you say? Hey, Black Ryan look like the Predator weed man. Come on, Predator. You last time you said you was gonna bring my shit back. Come on, brother. Don't do that to me.
He's finally found someone uglier than him. It is
Hey man, I'm
up.
gonna be on Twitch, man. Who is Brandon Lewis? I'm gonna be on Twitch. Hey, CP, I got a PS4, brother. CP, I got a PS4, man. Can we get a game? Can we raid each other?
I'm finna get on.
Hell no.
Okay, we'll take this conversation over to Twitch, guys. Black Ryan,
I can't hear Ryan. Ryan saying something. Ryan look like Crazy Eyes from Orange is the New Black.
Listen, you're not gonna be able to hear Black.
Your line name was
just thank you. Thank you.
Dean. That's fucked up.
That's fine. Thank you, Black Ryan.
If you need a product.
All right, all down, brothers. All down. I'm gonna have to use a terminology. All down, niggas. All down. All right, man. I'm gonna say my piece. We're gonna get out of here. We're gonna continue this over. Follow them over to Twitch. Make sure you throw some love to them on the Cash Apps. Their Cash Apps are down there. Man, first of all, my name is Billy Sorrells. Thank you guys for allowing me to be here with y'all today. Check me out on the Morning Hustles, Monday through Friday. It's available Chicago, Illinois, Detroit, Michigan. Shout out to everybody in Indianapolis, Cincinnati, Ohio. And make sure you check out the Did You Miss Me podcast. New episode dropped today with my brothers D-Lay and Damn Fool, the best storytelling podcast in the world. And last but not least, check out my new stand-up special, which is now hidden because you niggas didn't get a chance to watch it soon enough because Netflix just called your boy. A nigga might be getting a deal, but it's hidden right now, but it will be back up in about a week. But it is at risk. The clips are out floating around. Make sure you check that out. And thank you again for everybody. And we'll see you next Tuesday. Wait, next Monday. We're moving to Monday.
Moving to Monday.
Monday.
Hey, Black Ryan said my line name was Eyewitness. I just want to give him his joke. He wrote it in the chat. That's what he said. I give it to him. You gotta give it to him. You know what I'm saying?
Hey, good day today, Ron. We make sure you follow him. Hey man, we'll see you next Monday. We're not here Tuesday. Next Monday, next week.
My Twitch is Who is Brandon Lewis.
Right.
I gotta plug that, man. I got to, brother. I got to. I'm a promoter, man. If you need your business promoted, holla at your boy. Go ahead.
We'll see y'all next time. Cut it off. Hey, Kadeem, cut it off.